man. So pretty much tonight, I'm going to be in Brooklyn. So
Okay.
I got to scoop you all up. Where you are going to be at?
I'm on Jamaica.
So now another thing is, I didn't really do any like preliminary research.
Okay. On what?
For like some of the homes that's down there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just play it by ear, call up some brokers that's around there when we get there. Just, I don't know, do whatever.
Yeah, that's cool. I have a couple of places I wanted to look at that we had looked up, I guess, doing like the virtual driving for dollars thing that we found. So we wanted to go check some of those out. Do you remember the other place? It was Camden. What was the other place that you saw?
Maybe
yeah, so it's like approximately like an hour and a half away. So, time-wise, I'm thinking at about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I should be ready.
Okay, you'll be ready. You'll be here or you'll be ready by that time?
It's a good question. Yeah, 11 o'clock. I think that's a good time.
Okay, we'll be up by then.
All right, so right now we are in the car. Here's Donovan. Damn, I ain't bring the selfie stick. Selfie stick would have been great because I'm over here trying to stretch my arm out. I think my hair is like cute. It could be cuter. But this is what we're working with right now. But that's not what we're talking about. My bad. Yeah, so right now we're in the car. We're getting ready to go to Jersey. To go driving for dollars for the first time.
Yeah, we also might see a broker. We're meeting up with a friend of Maya, Jeffrey. I talked about him on the podcast before. His channel, I'll plug the channel in. So we're gonna go look at some different places that we had found on, I guess, virtually driving for dollars. So we're gonna check them out and then see if we see anything else while we're out there, and also try to pick Maya's brain about what he knows about real estate. And just guess this is this will be the second video. First day outside the house doing the wholesaling thing. So we'll see what happens.
That's also part of it too. Because sometimes I know I ain't gonna have enough money to really be like to just do deals like this. So I gotta be able to leverage other people money to be able to do deals. That's the only way.
Because I'm saying, I feel like, so in terms of finding a deal right now, what do you think is the hardest part? Looking for one. Like, what do you think?
The hardest part is like you can identify a good deal, right? You look at the numbers, you're like, okay, this is a good deal. Cool. Go to the place, you look at who fits my renovation budget. Okay, the numbers work, got a good deal. Now you gotta fight the broker. Now it's like now it's will the broker give me the deal? Like right now, I submitted a deal to a 2-family in Irvington. It was $90,000, right? That's the listing price for it. I came in at $130,000. It's worth $350, fully renovated. $350.
Wait, hold on. You hear what I heard? You hear what I heard? I'm like,
but I don't know if I'm gonna get the deal. So here's my point.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Because you just told me that they listed at 90.
Yes.
And you paid $40K over that.
Yes.
Right? So if I was a wholesaler, I could have made $20K off of that. Because you buying for $40 regardless. You don't care.
I don't care. Right. So here's the trick to this. So I go to, I'm like, look, I'm off the deal. What I got to do to get the deal? Because it's not even up to my hand, though. It's up to the broker. He's in control. So I'm like, I give you $5,000 on the side. That's for you. If you give me the deal. And then he's like, Baron's here. But he's like, I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you $5,000. He's like, I can't accept that. I'm like, I know, but look, it's you. At the closing table, I give you an envelope. Here's $5K. Boom. So that's that. Now I'm like, where to come in at? I don't know the price to come in at. Obviously, I don't want to pay too much. Obviously, I'm not trying to pay. I want to pay enough to be able to get the deal. got the kitchens in there with the walls. I got
Because the last place you did like what, 20?
it was like 30. That's it. The Linda told me, like, no, the last place you did was like 30,000. But can you shoot the handle it? So I'm like, yeah, I can do it. So we go, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you 5,000. I'm like, he like, what to come in? He's like, I can't tell you the price to come in at. They can't do that.
To Salford Street.
Yeah, where would he get that number from?
Because he know the offers is coming in because he's a
Oh, gotcha.
Turn right
He
on
knows.
Salford Street. Then
And he
turn
know
left
he
onto
talking to the
Monmouth
bank too.
Street.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, I know they coming in at this. I'm getting a lot of offers on it. I'm coming at this price. I think I can give it a deal. I'm like, all right, cool.
The people that tend to scale the biggest.
So anyway, I give him. So now I'm just waiting to hear back from the bank. It takes like sometimes like a week or whatever. So I sent them a proof of funds, sent them the statement. So I'm just waiting to hear back. But I came in over asking. I'm gonna get a guy 5K. He's incentivized to bring it my way. So I hope I get it.
Okay.
But if you just come in at 90,000 and don't incentivize the broker to give you the deal, you're not gonna get it. I've never won a bank deal.
Okay.
Never.
You never won or once?
Like one.
Okay.
Like I submit offers, get the back and forth. No, give it to somebody else. I'm like, why am I keep missing out on these offers? So yeah, so going back to the hardest part, that's the hardest part right there. Getting the deal. You can look at the number, because if it's a good deal, everybody want to buy it.
Yeah.
So that's why the broker that I have, who brought me this other deal that I'm in contract now on, he has a relationship with the contractor that did my work for 75 South 12. So he's like, look, make sure you close on that deal, because the guy gets the contractor who has a relationship with the broker did like 100 deals with this guy in 1 year's time.
Okay.
So he's like, all you gotta do is just make sure you close on the deal, and he's gonna give you a lot of other stuff. Just make sure you just do right by him. Plus, I gotta pay that guy on the side as well.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the hardest part. It's the actual closing of the deal is the hardest part. Not finding it.
Finding it is one thing, and then getting it, like actually closing on it.
Yeah.
Making sure that people are incentivized to give you to give it to you, and pretty much just gotta pay the guy.
That's what they was telling us when we was looking it up online. They was like, you have to find, you obviously want to list at a price that you make money, or you want to sell your contract at a price that you make money, and also that the ARV is still reasonable
For the investor.
Right.
Like a deal like that, you bring a deal like that to another investor, they'll buy it. Like I said, they deal right here is 90,000 worth 350. Yeah, if you like, I want 150 for this.
Yeah.
I'll pay. You'd be like, okay, let's do it. I'll do this deal, you know.
Right. If I made 40K, and I would throw my bike out the window. I would throw my bike in the trash immediately. I would buy a new bike. I would throw it in the garbage. Because it's 40K, and I'm like, I could make one of these.
And the best way to do it, you gotta knock on doors. You gotta really be like, you gotta really go get it in order to get those listings. You can get them though, because right now I'm doing like the email list. No, not email, direct mail. So I sent out 100 flyers like last week. I'm trying to send out another 100 more. I got 50 made already. So
How many people?
I got one hit back, from that last 100. The guy don't want to sell now, but he's like, next year in June I want to sell. So I'm just gonna stay in contact with him, and then, and then lead up to that point. I didn't even get that. The guy just cut me off. So, direct mailing. It was like maybe the envelopes. I got like 500 envelopes. Got to get the stamps. The stamps are the most expensive. It's like $55 for 100. And then you just got to make one sheet, and then go to Staples and print it out. So it was like $200-300, depending on how many you want to send out a month. These guys are making money out of it, though. I'm telling you, man. These guys are making money.
Who?
From wholesaling.
Oh,
they're making money.
You just told me you spent. Okay, why is it 90K?
Because that was the original price the bank put the deal out for.
And then the broker's in charge of it?
The broker's getting paid on the bank side.
In terms of like what? Like
You're gonna get paid. Yeah, like you're gonna pay maybe like 6%.
Okay.
You're gonna make 6% of whatever the contract price is. So in this case, if I get it, I'm gonna get 6% of the 130, and then I'm gonna give them $5K on the side. Like, here's for you. Thank you very much.
I have a question. So I'm wondering if you know about this. So you're a broker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that count as an agent, or is it the same? It's above. I know it's above, but are you also an agent too?
Yeah, they're both you're both agents. You're both intermediaries.
Okay.
With a broker, you can pretty much do the whole transaction yourself.
Yeah.
You get paid the full commission.
That's what I was going to ask you. Can you represent yourself?
You can as a broker.
Okay.
But you don't necessarily. You already have the license to be able to sell and buy real estate without putting your license under another license.
Okay.
So, but if you're an agent, you have to put your license under a broker's license.
Okay. So this is what I was asking that, because with the wholesale thing, they have something called double dipping, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's where if I let that person over there selling their house, right? They have an agent selling their house.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have an agent, you represent them as the seller for them. And let's say I come to you, I'm like, hey, Namaya, I found this property.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it? You can be the seller and the buyer's agent, and you can be the buyer.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Hold on. Hello?
From her first deal, the night that she was doing, and she was, recording. So we was like, we need to.
I'm trying to. So I got to upload one video. I recorded one of my videos.
Yeah, of what?
Of me going inside my first house.
See, that's what we want to do. Something like from start, where we have no idea what we're talking about, and then towards our first deal.
There's a hole in the bottom of the door.
A lot of foliage.
I feel like this whole block every house look like this.
Oh yeah, so what were you saying before about finding a place in this area?
Yeah, like this. You just gotta look at to see what the area is. Like you gotta look at the vacancy rate.
Somebody lives here?
You really split.
Because I'm like, there's a wood right there. And it's rookie.
Right, I know. So you gotta look at the demographic. Like it's a website I go to. It's a HUD comprehensive market analysis of whatever that city is.
That's a website name. That's really dumb.
It's like the data from the government, and it's like they give like a 10-page or 15-page synopsis on like that area.
Okay.
So I did that for New Jersey.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it. It's a website or it's like a list?
So it's HUD. Go to HUD comprehensive market analysis. Is that like in areas like this?
Really?
Yeah, but you got to know what you're doing before you go in. Like Newark, right? A lot of people are scared to go to Newark, but a lot of people are not afraid to go to Newark. But for me, it's opportunity there because the price points are low. I can afford to get in there, and then the rent is good. It's like a 15% vacancy rate there. So you put that into your formula, and I'm like, that makes sense. I do that.
So this is what I'm looking at from my investor real estate knowledge that I have. Okay. So I wouldn't do this because
Your return there is great, right? That is phenomenal. Like the return you make, you're gonna make. Let's say you make $13,000, $1,300 a month. Yeah, so it's a house, right? You're gonna make 13. Let's say you make 1,300 times 12. What is that? Wow. Granted, if everything is figured out, it takes 2.5 years. Yeah, that's a good return. Now the thing is, you just try to get your back your 30K back. That's the problem. Because how you gonna do another deal? Yeah. Because like right now, the property that I have now, I'm in the process of refinancing. Yeah. Because what happens is, I buy the property with hard money at 70% below market value. After that, 6 months down the road, I got to go back to the bank to get back my original deposit. That 30, 40,000, so I can do another deal. If I can't get that money back, I'm gonna be stuck.
well, if you can sell it
That's true.
to flip it, and then you get the extra 25K on top of that.
Now that's true, right? That profit's there.
Yeah.
Now that depends on your strategy. But my strategy is I'm playing for the. Now look, it's flippers that flip, and they make good money doing it for the long term. But for me, I'm like I wanna hold the property.
Oh, that's the thing. Me too. But I'm like, but for this particular property, because of the way it's set up, because it's so low and hard money won't give me any loans for it. Yeah. If I can sell to get the 75K, then I can actually use the 75K to get that. That would be my first property.
That makes sense.
Because this would be my intro. Okay, I need to get extra 25K, whatever the case might be. After my 30 into 55. Now I go somewhere with 55K.
Exactly. No, that makes sense.
So that's another way.
That is. That's definitely what you know.
I don't want to be working. I don't want to. My job is I do not want to be outside having to go to work. I would rather get that. Listen, what they call the mailbox money. I want to be able to go outside. Oh, my check is here. Are you trying to go on vacation, babe? All right, where you want to go? And that's what I'm trying to do. And if I have to work, it's because I choose to be creative about some other stuff that I want to do.
That's the goal, man.
Yeah,
That's the
so-
goal.
Working, reach the end of it. Selling game and pimping penny. Popping off of purely penmanship. Benefit, do not a benefit. Beneficial moves, I've been a man. Shake it, moving like the mini hand. Beat the coochie like an hour long. Keep it lit, I keep the power on. Power up a Super Saiyan, Superman, saving. Not I. Top tier, top floor, top shotter. You are not top 5. To be completely 100, these people can't keep me from coming. I'm moving now. What you doing tomorrow? If you wanna do it, I say you get to it now. I see the view from the top of the podium. Out of your sodium wingspan. I am the they itching to see when you sitting with me. You a wingman.